and welcome to Precious Moments. My name is Busisiwe Nomaswazi Gunene, and today I am joined in our studio by Yirha Sisulu. Welcome, Yirha.
Thank you, Sis Missy. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome. It's so good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let me first start by saying I know how to pronounce your name, but
Thank you. Thank you.
But how many times do you have to correct people with the way they pronounce your name? Yirha.
Hey, Yirha. I've heard every single name under the sun except for mine.
Yeah.
I've had to correct people 1,000 times. I think also with when you read it, and if you're not Xhosa, you're not gonna read it as Nomayirha. You're gonna read it as Nomayirha.
Yes.
So I don't mind correcting people so long as they say it correctly afterwards.
Yeah. And where does the name come from? Because it's not one of those popular names.
It's a Xhosa clan name. So I have a clan name as my first name, and then my brother does as well, Kamela, and then my sister as well, Nokwindla. So all my siblings and I have Xhosa clan names.
I see. So, and where was Yirha born? Tell us about your background, upbringing as a little girl.
I was born in Johannesburg. Born and bred here. And what else do I say? I have 3 siblings. I love to sing. I love to make music.
You're gonna sing for us before the end of the show,
exactly.
just a note or two.
And then I don't know. I've just always loved being my own person and love feeling free. Never liked to be tied down to anything. And I live my life, the way I want to. And I've always been like that.
So I like the fact that you say the way you want to, because my next question is, being a Sisulu, how has that sort of caged you, if I can use that word, caged you to act in a certain way, behave in a certain way, do certain things and not do certain things?
So I actually do get this question a lot. And I've never really felt restricted per se. I've just always kind of known that there are certain things that I can do, certain things that I can't do. But at the end of the day, I'm still me and I can still be me while still carrying a name that, one, I still have to make my own legacy for, but uphold the legacy of the people who built that name.
And who are these people that built that name?
My great-grandparents, Walter and Albertina Sisulu.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And how are you trying to build your own name away as Yirha from, being the great-granddaughter of Albertina and Walter Sisulu?
Right. So obviously with them, everything is political. And I tried to move away from that by finding a way to inspire people and make people feel good or feel an emotion through my music.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build that through my music, and that's what's important to me.
Yeah.
Right now that I'm just trying to work on that.
And when did the music bug hit you? When did you realize, I can sing, I've got a voice, let me try this?
I was about 7, and we were doing hymn practices for school. It was always every Thursday morning, and then there was one particular class where people were just not singing at all.
A music class.
And people were just not singing. We had to rehearse these hymns, and they're like, no, we're not doing this today. So the teacher, Mr. Bezadenhout, he looked at us and he was like, okay, fine. You guys don't want to sing? You're going to sing individually, one by one. And I want to hear every single one of you. And then when it came to me, he was like, ooh, you can sing. And it had never occurred to me before. Because obviously, it's not something that you just hear. Someone else heard it for me. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe, possibly. And then I just kept building from there. And then I turned 12 and my grandmother bought a piano. And then I taught myself how to play that. And then I think the year after I learned how to play the guitar and I taught myself that. And then I went to Kingswood College in Grahamstown, Makanda. And then I learned how to play the tuba, the ukulele, and the bass, and then all in 1 year.
Girlfriend, you're an instrumentalist of note.
I am. Thank you.
So the type of music that you I know you write and produce your own music.
Yes.
So do you use any of the instruments in in the music that you write?
A lot of the time, yes, I do. But for the songs that I've released so far, especially with this new-ish era that I'm trying to move into, there's a couple of things that you'll hear here and there.
Yeah.
There's a song that I released, I think 5 years ago, called Unquestionably, and that song was just me and a guitar. And I was playing as I was singing it. Usually I record the instrument before and then sing after, but this one is just me and the instrument straight. But there's a lot of my music where you can hear me playing different instruments.
And having listened to a couple of your songs, one cannot box you into a specific genre.
Right.
So from the different genres that of music that you play or of music that you write, which one would you say is close to your heart and why?
I think there are two that are really close to my heart. Pop, for one, because pop can be anything. So long as it's popular music,
yes,
pop can be anything. And I feel like there's a lot of leg room when it comes to pop music, because you can make bubblegum pop, you can make alternative pop, you can make punk pop, you can make any kind of subgenre of this genre. And I feel like it gives me a lot of room to write. It gives me a lot of room to play instrumentally. It gives me a lot of room to have a lot of creative ideas.
Yeah.
And then for my vocals, I love R&B. I love R&B because it helps me learn techniques for my voice that I wouldn't usually use in pop songs or in rock songs or in opera.
Yeah.
It gives me a lot of room to utilize riffs and runs and all of those techniques.
I see. You're still with Precious Moments. My name is Busisi Wenomaswazi Gunene. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'm with Noma Yirha Sisulu. You love R&B, right? So
do.
hit us with an R&B note.
Okay. 'Cause you feel like a brand new day. You feel just like summer rain.
Goosebumps, goosebumps, goosebumps.
Thank you.
Who would you say inspires you in your musical journey?
There are a couple of people. The first one is Labyrinth. I love his instrumental style, the way he mixes genres. He mixes gospel and electronic music, and they just come together to make such beautiful experimental music that you don't really get to hear. And then there's Beyonce. Vocally, that is I listen to Beyonce for vocals because she is unmatched.
Which one of Beyonce's songs is your favorite?
Oh, okay. Right now, if I had to choose one right now at this moment, it would be Flamenco on her new album Cowboy Carter. It is so beautiful vocally. That is chef's kiss. I was listening to it on the way here.
Really?
Wow.
Let's give us a taste of what you were listening to on the way here.
Let me just find a part. My soul is reminding me that we're forever young. Oh. Inhale and exhale my breath until the deed is done. Right about now. Oh.
Woo! Okay. You say music is a calling for you. I can I can hear and I can see. But for our viewers out there, how do you explain that music is a calling for you?
I think it's also one of those things that I can't necessarily explain myself, but it feels so right.
Yeah.
When I think maybe I should become a doctor, that doesn't feel like me.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should branch out into something. It doesn't feel right. This literally feels like a piece of a puzzle that just fits. it just
I hear
fits
you.
for me.
Yeah. And the support from family.
I have the best family in the world. They've always supported me, whatever I wanted to do, especially with music. They're always, go ahead, we'll support you, we'll do what we need to do from the sidelines. You just let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad, he's not here right now. He's in the hospital currently, but he's doing fine. He's doing great.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
He's doing
and
good.
I hope he gets well. Get well, Putlinda.
Get well done. So he's the one who drives me to my interviews because he knows, you know, like he knows that this is my life and this is what I want to push and this is what I want to do, and he helps me, you know, figure out a song that like I'm not really liking.
Yeah.
If my dad likes it, I know that this is it.
Yeah.
My mom likes it even more so. That this fine. If my mom likes it, then this is great.
Yes.
This is
yes.
awesome. I can release this.
Yeah.
And even the rest of my family, they've always been so supportive. I mean, my siblings, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, every single person in my family has been super supportive of my journey.
You know, music industry and especially in South Africa, you know, it's not that great. And how have you maneuvered to stay positive about being in the industry?
I think finding a way to firstly find my own little pocket in the industry because, you know, it's going to be a little controversial when I say this, but a lot of the people in...
We inspire, we motivate, we touch a nerve, so go ahead, girl.
It'll be a little bit controversial, but a lot of the music that's coming out of the country right now is either amapiano or something of that genre.
Yeah.
And I think there needs to be, you know, something new in the industry, and I think I have that new something.
Yeah.
And you know, it's the only thing that's really like helping me not give up hope, because I know once this is there and like I have that one song that just does it,
Yeah.
I'm sorted. I'm going up.
And up you shall go, girl.
Thank you, ma'am.
Besides music, what else are you passionate about?
Oh, animals. I love animals, and I always have. It's not even just animals, it's animals and insects.
So you're that, you know, National Geographic Channel girl.
Exactly. Like dogs. There was a point in my house, I think, where we had 12 and we had to give some away because it was too much. We've only got 2 now, but if I could have all 12 back, 100% I would, and I would let them sleep in my bed with me.
No. No.
I know.
That's an obsession.
And I want a snake as well. My grandmother won't let me get a snake, and my cousin said if I get a snake, they won't visit me. So,
do you know that phrase? It's trending like in high rotation in South Africa. So so people are gonna label you that.
Exactly.
Once you get a snake,
if I'm allowed to get a snake, maybe one day I'll get my snake.
I doubt it. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, so continue watching snakes on National Geographic. Yeah. Yirha, what message of motivation would you give to, you know, other young aspiring musicians who want to, you know, get into the industry or are in the industry but they're just not getting that big break? Because, you know, with the industry, patience runs thin,
Right.
and you just feel like, you know, all the doors are closing in your face, and.
I think it's really important for you to just keep working at it, keep writing, keep producing, keep mixing and mastering, keep doing what you love. Because I promise you, when those little things keep happening, it'll give you that push that you just need to just keep going. Do not give up. Just keep pushing and believe in your craft.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really important because a lot of people will write something or do something and they kind of, they keep it inside and they lock it in and they're not sure when they could be sitting on a gold mine. True. Release your stuff.
Yeah.
Release your stuff. Present your stuff to the world. Do not be scared. Yeah.
If you had to choose 3 musicians or artists that you could collaborate with, who would they be? Can be international, can be South Africa.
Okay. 1, Tyler. For sure, I love Tyler. 2, Kulichana. And then 3, I want to say Beyonce. I'm going to say Beyonce. Say Beyonce. Those 3.
Okay. It will happen. Speak it out to the universe.
And I am a manifesting.
Manifest it, and it will definitely happen. You've got a couple of singles on Spotify, and which of the songs would best describe Yirha?
Let me think, because there's actually quite a lot on there now. I think one that would best describe me would be a song that I wrote maybe 6 years ago. And it's called Boogeyman.
Yeah.
And I wrote Boogeyman at like 3 a.m. It was during matric exams. And I was like, there's a lyric I wrote in there, I think, where I say, the boogeyman has nothing on me. Because you know what? Like, I could be one big scary person when I need to be. I need to get my things in order. I need to get my things done. You know? I know what I want, and I'm gonna go get it. So Boogeyman is just one of those where like it's a hidden gem. Yeah. Where like you have to search for it, but when you find it, that's me. Boogeyman is definitely a song that describes me the best.
You're currently studying production, and tell us about that.
Oh, I started like about 3-4 months ago, and I'm having the time of my life. It's a little bit more technical and intricate than I thought it was gonna be, but it's helping me understand a lot more, especially when I go into the studio. It helps me understand more so that like I go into the studio knowing exactly what I'm doing with the mixer and everything. Yeah. And also with the business side, I'm also doing music business. There's a lot of things that I didn't know about South African music law and South African music in general, because I had always, thought that everyone had like the kind of like the same-ish laws around music. South African law for music is so complicated and so confusing. Yo! It is so confusing. But you know what? I'm getting there. I'm working on it, and this is what I've always wanted to do. So I'm really excited that I get the opportunity to do this.
Great. And where to for Yirha from here on?
Up. Honestly, there are so many things that I can't wait to happen. Yeah. And so many things that like are just loading in the background, and I'm very, very excited. Some that I cannot talk about right now, but
I feel you.
But I'm very excited. It's really only up from here.
And a little birdie told me that you will be a vocalist on Umoja. How does that make you feel?
I am nervous. I'm nervous, but you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. And I've been, rehearsing, and I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited.
Great. I think as Precious Moments, we will try and assist you at least with Kulichana. Because there we've got a channel with Kulichana. So if that collabo, yes, that one, within a blink of an eye, we'll get some talks and see where that leads us, and then we'll leave the rest for Tyler and Beyonce to the universe. Right. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us in our studio, and we look forward to seeing more of you. We look forward to seeing you perform, especially internationally. Right. I mean, Umoja is an internationally acclaimed musical theatre production, so definitely, that is a step in the right direction. Right. And that will definitely open doors for you, for your individual music career.
Right. Thank you.
Great stuff. Thank you so much for watching. This is Precious Moments. My name is Busisiwe Gunene, and I'm sitting with the lovely, talented musical maestro, Noma Yirha Mama Sisulu. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, ciao.
Bye.
All right. Yirha, as Precious Moments, we have a little something for you just to say thank you so much for coming through. We have seeing that, the weather's changing.
Oh, and it's chilly. Thank you.
We've got this Precious Moments sweater
thank you
for
so
you.
much.
And a mug when you are thinking about those
Thank
music
you.
notes.
My green tea and honey.
And that's that.
Thank you.
So please enjoy.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.